Hello, everyone. Welcome to the HP podcast number. Oh man, I don't know what number this is.
Number
Anybody know?
1230. Number date 1230.
Well, we're recording it on 12:30. I don't know what number this is.
It's more than 300 and less than 310. That's what I'm.
Oh,
307, episode 30. Just say it with confidence. Nobody will
but
question.
I don't think that's true. Oh, we got to find out now. Like we can't. Here's the thing: we can't go one step further, one step closer.
This is 309.
Episode number 309. I'm just taking Dave's word for it here. I knew it wasn't 307
Dude, why couldn't my answer have been good?
because I knew it wasn't
Question,
true.
Dave.
I knew it wasn't true.
Damn, dude.
He
This is the
sounded
HP
pretty
podcast.
confident though. When he said it, I thought he had looked it up, but he didn't. But the point is I believed him.
Yeah, I foiled myself.
Just like Santa Claus for 24 years.
God damn, dude.
24 years.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Mhm.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. We appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is not live. We're normally live here on the HP podcast, usually every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern. But, it's the holiday season. We've never skipped a week. I don't think we've ever skipped a week. Maybe like once back in the first 50 episodes or something we did. But this time we did because we said, screw it. We don't. Actually, it was because New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve were both on Tuesday nights where we normally record. So we just said, screw it. So this episode is going to come out on Thursday, just like all of our episodes do. If you are a Free Feeds member, if you are a patron, they come out Wednesdays, sometimes even Tuesday nights when you watch it live. Which, by the way, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/handsomephantom. We appreciate you having you there. You can also join us on Discord at Discord or handsomephantom.com/Discord. We appreciate that as well. But boys, I wanted to start off by asking, how are you doing? How was your Christmas? It's after Christmas for us. It's before New Year's, but I think we'll just put this up on the 2nd, on the normal Thursdays that the show would come out. So that everybody watching this is actually living in the future of where we are right now. They already know
If we're going to make
about
it to
the Pope,
2025.
about the thing the Pope did.
Oh.
What? Damn.
Does Canada celebrate the new year, or do they just kind of let it pass and not think about it?
This year in particular, everybody's gonna go to bed at 9:30 and just wake up and hope it's all over.
Yeah.
Did you hear about we're all going to bed at 9?
The year was okay until we got to the last few weeks. So yeah, we're just gonna let this one pass by.
Just going to let it go.
I think
Ryan
that's for the best.
Seacrest will understand, I'm sure. Dick Clark, he's cool too. So yeah,
He dated.
we'll send our regrets this year.
Ryan Seacrest isn't, I don't think.
I'm Canadian this year then.
He's doing the whole Price is Right thing, I think, right?
But he
don't
does
know,
the,
dude.
the Dick Clark show. He drops Dick Clark's ball, right?
Dude,
But he also is on Wheel of Fortune.
they
Right.
should make his like animated corpse continue to do it forever.
AI to do it.
Yeah, bro.
But if
Just
they were
like-
gonna do AI Dick Clark, would it be young Dick Clark or old Dick Clark?
no, like actually like an animatronic of his like physical flesh, and until it's just nothing left.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to Dick Clark's family if you're listening to this. I just
I'm
think it's a
sure.
good idea. I just think it's a good idea and a good way to pay homage to a legend is to kind of see it to its end.
I will never be able to think about Dick Clark without Brandon being in my brain because really loves Dick Clark.
Yeah.
He's called him all sorts of nasty things over the years. Now he's dead.
Dude, I have called him just wonderful things.
How was your
It's mine.
Christmas, Ben?
It was good, chill.
Cool.
Get to see the kids open up a bunch of stuff and hang out with family and all that kind of stuff. So yeah,
I didn't get nearly drunk enough. And my favorite my favorite Christmas gift I received was a jacket, a winter jacket, and so that's how you know it's a good Christmas when you're legitimately it's a very nice jacket. I'm like irrationally happy about this jacket. So
That's how you know
Yeah.
you're approaching middle-agedness is when you get excited over stuff like that. But that's good.
it's a nice Columbia jacket. I could go get it. I could go get it right now. And show
the way you're talking about it, Brandon, I'm surprised you're not wearing it right now.
No, but it was just kind of out of nowhere. I don't think I bought like a nice jacket in like quite literally over 10 years. I just buy like the piddliest shit and like layer the fuck out of it. No matter how cold it is, that's what I do. And so to have a nice jacket is actually exceptional.
It's funny, this year I don't know how to say this without sounding pathetic. So we didn't really do Christmas presents for adults at all. So I basically didn't get anything. A couple friends got me, like sent me some games on Steam, which was really cool and really nice. I didn't expect that. But throughout a few different reasons, we just weren't really, positions to do different things that we normally do. And it's always like, I don't know, sometimes the adult presents for everybody, not adult presents, the presents that everybody gets all the other adults, it's like, oh, I didn't really want this and everything. So the kids, made us some stuff here and there, but people are like, oh, did you get everything you want for Christmas? I'm like, I didn't really want anything, but I also didn't get anything. So I don't really know how to answer your question. I didn't get everything I wanted, but I guess I didn't really want anything at the same time. So it's a weird year. Not in a bad way, just like different. Like I think it's the first year where I'm like, I don't know what I got I didn't get anything for. It's just weird. I don't know. This is being old. This is being almost 40.
Ben, when you said adult gifts, it made me remember one of our white elephant gifts last year, at the party. Dave, we did a white elephant gift exchange, and one of the things that was exchanged, I won't say who got it, but one of the things that was exchanged was a Wendy Williams anal training 3-dildo box set. And it came with 3 alternating size dildos in one perfect container. You could look it up. It's still for sale, I'm pretty sure.
It's like the 3 difficulty levels.
Not the same one. The same one isn't for sale, as far as I know.
You got like the tutorial dildo, the campaign dildo, and then the in-game dildo.
Dude, that's what I'm
DLC.
saying.
Yeah.
But when you
Is there a battle pass?
that's what I'm saying, dude. The skins are crazy, if you know what I mean. Anal trainer.
Let's
see if I can get it.
I remember when the person who got that opened it up, it was it's white elephant, but you still don't ever really expect what you get in white elephant. One of the things that I got in that white elephant exchange, one of the several things that my wife and I got were a set of Christmas lights that were horses that lit up. And I got to tell you, those things were legendary. We put them up this year and they were awesome.
Dave, I put it in the HP chat for you.
Right. Yeah. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Just in case you're looking for something for you or
who is Wendy Williams though?
She's apparently a porn star.
Apparently.
But I always thought she was that lady with the talk show.
That's a big difference.
Wendy Williams, she has that talk show. I'm telling you, she does.
You think of Montel Williams? That's a lot different, actually.
No, Wendy Williams. The Wendy Williams show. Do you guys not know this?
No.
Y'all
I think if you say Wendy Williams 3 more times, we're gonna get a sponsorship deal that we
y'all
don't really
are smoking
want.
on fat doinks. I'm posting it in the chat. See, look, do you see how I could get them confused? Look in the chat. Go ahead.
Okay, I see now. And they have the same name, Ben. You gotta admit.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't look the same.
They look different.
They kind of. If you squint, not too hard.
I guess Wendy Williams show. Wendy has very bad dementia now. So,
well, God rest her soul.
Yeah, she's not dead yet.
Well, when she hears this, she will be. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us here on the HP podcast. We appreciate it. Hopefully you all had a great holiday season and all that New Year garbage. The arbitrary moment in time where we're like, next year is going to be better. It's just a different week, guys. I don't mean to be the cynic here.
Same as it ever was.
I'm just a realist. Guys, this we're going to talk about our New Year's resolutions for 2024. So for those who don't know, haven't been around maybe, a couple years ago, Dave said, why don't we make some gaming New Year's resolutions? And I said, that's dumb, Dave, you idiot. But let's do it anyway.
Can I just say, we've been doing this long enough that you can leave that part of the story out now? You can just explain why we're doing this.
No, it makes you look good. I think it makes you look good. I thought it was a dumb idea. And I think I thought it was a dumb idea, and then we did it the first year, and I was like, oh, this was pretty cool, actually. I just am not like in real life, I'm like, resolutions, whatever. Like I said, it's just another week. Just decide to do something and do it today. Don't wait till next year to do it. Anyway, that's my motivational speech. Nothing matters. But Dave said, let's do some New Year's resolutions. And then that quickly turned into, we weren't really sure if we were all going to hit our resolutions, and some of us made some deals to get out of them. And then it was like, well, if you're going to make a deal to change your resolution, you have to suck it up and take this punishment too. And now they've just become bets. Okay. They're just gaming bets about whether or not we can do this thing. There's still resolutions in a way, but we're not going to talk about our 2025 resolutions yet. One, because that's content for another week that we can do. We don't have to come up with something now or something else later. And two, because I have no idea what mine are going to be.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm stuck. I have no idea.
I've been thinking about it, and I'm still kind of like drawing blanks.
So our show this week is going to mostly consist of our 2024 resolutions, and it's a results show, if you would.
Dude. Oh, I already know what mine's going to be. Get 90% Steam achievements, beat Red Dead 1, and stream at least 2 times. I just knock it down by 1 of everything. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So let's start off. I'll go through each of our resolutions and what our punishments were first. Each of us came up with a punishment idea for another person. So we each had 3 resolutions, and then we each had 2 punishments. So I guess it was if you failed all 3, you just get 1 free. But so for Dave, what we made for Dave was that he had to play a battle royale and it was Fortnite battle royale and get 2 solo wins or get into the top 5 15 times. That was one punishment. The other punishment was to play Fortnite Battle Royale until the level 25 Battle Pass. Now, I don't remember what was going on this show or in real life at the time we made that, but it was 2 very specific things for Dave about Fortnite Battle Royale. Dave, you just dislike Battle Royales in general, right? That's not really your thing.
Yes. Yeah. And I think of all of them, Fortnite's the one that I don't want to say I dislike the most, but I would want to play the least. Because it's pretty sweaty and it's kind of a kid's game in my eyes. So yeah, that's a pretty big punishment for me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Well, those are done now. I think they have to be retired. I think we should just decide that now. Any punishments for previous years should just be retired.
Yeah, I know why you're saying that specifically, Ben. I don't agree with that. No. I don't agree. I don't agree necessarily.
Okay, that's fine.
I feel like
I was just going for the creative angle, and it's like more fun to come up with different punishments, but hey, whatever.
No, I like the punishment angle. So I think let's say this, one of the punishments can be saved, not all of them.
Okay.
You know why he's saying that, Ben, is because he's pretty confident he passed all of his resolutions. So.
I'm talking about for next year.
Right.
I'm talking about like the punishments we come up next week on the show, or next time we record for the next one. For 2025 resolutions, they should be all new punishments, but I don't care. Whatever.
I just want Ben to have to play Life is Strange.
Just again, because what I've found since we made this resolution thing kind of sadistic and came up with the punishment thing was the punishment part is half the fun, if not most of the fun.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's the threat.
Exactly.
It's the threat. Brandon, your punishments, you have 2 here. One was to take an edible and stream Scorn for 2 hours. The other was to play Nier Automata all the way through ending E. Those are your 2 punishments. My 2 punishments, very similar theme here. To play Life is Strange 1 and 2. First of all, I like how Dave has to play Fortnite until level 25. Brandon has to take an edible and suffer for 2 hours. And I had to play 2 full games. That was one of my punishments.
That's like a little over 2 hours of experience, though, isn't it?
No, it's like dozens, I'm pretty sure. And the second punishment was make and post a YouTube video essay on the Life is Strange series. What'd you say?
You're like edit it, put graphics, like get gameplay footage.
Exactly. Yeah, looking back on these, I think the punishments fit the crimes because Brandon's resolutions were all potentially pretty long resolutions, but his punishments aren't really that bad, like that long. Dave's resolutions, medium. I would say his punishments, medium. My resolutions, arguably the easiest, in fairness, but my punishments are arguably the most severe as well.
Correct.
So, I mean, maybe they fit.
That seems fair, actually.
Yeah. So let's start. We'll go one resolution at a time here. Dave, we'll start with your first one. Play and complete Nier Automata was your first resolution. Did you do it? And tell us about the journey.
I did. I think I can't remember when I did this, but I want to say it was sometime in April. At least that's when I started. This is a game that you guys have talked very highly about. Well, when I say you guys, I mean Ben, you and Dustin and Brandon talked the opposite of Nier Automata for many years. And I heard many other people speak very highly of this game, so I was like, I need to try this and see what all the fuss is about. So finally put it on my list. And again, one of the great things about these resolutions is they make you kind of commit to doing something. So I did it, and I played through all the way through to ending E is kind of the real ending. And I'm glad I experienced it, but the more I think about it, the more I realized I did not really like the game that much. It had really high highs, but again, really high or really low lows. And the pacing was just weird. And I don't know. It's again, I'm really glad I played it. I'm glad I finally did it, but I don't know if I'd play it again or recommend it to anybody else. But yeah, I did it. I shared my trophies with everyone so they could see as proof. But Nier Automata is in my rearview mirror. The one thing is I do think that I would play games like this, like Stellar Blade is a game that I am very interested in. And yeah, so there you go. I did it.
Nice. Congrats, Dave. Thank you. Brandon, your first resolution, beat Red Dead Redemption 2 or Grand Theft Auto 5.
Damn, dude. Out the gate. Big money.
Did you do
spender.
It? And tell me about your experience.
I absolutely did it, boys. Peep the Steam achievements. It ain't no big deal. Complete the epilogue in the bag.
Ain't no big deal. You bitched about this for 12 months.
Boys, I did it. It took me forever, but I finally did it. It wasn't quite a buzzer beater, but about a month ago, I was really sweating this. And I hammered down one night when I was sitting there lamenting, and I said, what can I do right now? And I said, I can do something productive. And that I did. In the next 2 or 3 days, I beat Red Dead Redemption 2. I was merely one mission away the last time I stopped on a long break from something major changing in the story. That's all I'll say. And after a little bit shy of 50 hours, I completed Red Dead Redemption 2 through the epilogue and rolled the credits. So I talked extensively about it on the show. I mean, I don't want to, beat a dead horse or a dead protagonist. But it's a great game. It's a great game. And yeah, man, it's worth the play. You guys say you think you enjoyed it less because of the need to play it for this challenge. I feel differently. I feel like for a little bit of my experience, I felt like I was not enjoying it for that reason. But by the end, I feel like that's actually the only reason I completed it. And I'm happy for having done that. I'm happy there was an extra stake on top of that to kind of push me over the edge because it was so much more rewarding. And simply the gritting of my teeth wasn't enough. I needed some sort of extra help across the finish line. So you boys in the back of my head mocking me, or having to play Nier Automata, which is maybe one of the worst punishments I could imagine. Ben said his punishments were bad. Mine's even worse. Yeah, it was all right. It was all right, boys. It was more than all right, actually. It's probably one of the best games ever made, but that I've complained about playing. But it's just long. It's just long and slow, and sometimes your brain wants to click on heads and not ride a horse. So
I will say multiple times throughout the year, I remarked to you, your resolution is to play one of the greatest games ever made, and your punishment is to play one of the greatest games ever made. If you don't complete that, so
win-win, baby. I'm setting up that.
And I'll also say, I think it was literally like July. You were like, "Can I just opt out now because I kind of want to play Nier anyway. So I don't know, Brandon, about this whole your punishments weren't that bad when you said I kind of want to do my punishment anyway.
It was a momentary lapse in judgment. It's like the abusive ex, you know, you always want to go back. There's something about it. It's like Stockholm syndrome or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pavlov's dogs. I don't know. It's one of the things, you know. It's one of them. They're ringing the bell. Things. They're ringing the bell, and I'm salivating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My first one, and this is not the order I completed it by any means, but my first one was to play and beat Mass Effect 1 Remaster. I had never played Mass Effect 1. I'd never played any of the Mass Effect games, despite owning all of them, the first three. And I played this, and I think overall I had a good experience. I enjoyed the game overall. I'm happy that I played it. But I lament a few things. One is that it took me so long to play it. And part of the reason I'd been wanting to play it for a long time because so many people talk positively of it. And so I was like, finally, I got to put a punishment behind this. I'm just not going to do it. And so I wanted to play it and I played it, but I would regret that it took me so long because I think the amount of time that has gone by since this game originally came out has decreased the quality of the game to me. Not because it's not a good game, but because we've advanced so far with Mass Effect's help in gaming that it just didn't feel, I don't know, it didn't feel modern enough to me, if that makes any sense. It just felt very dated. And it is. Doesn't mean it's not a great game. It just felt dated. The other thing I lament about this is that I am thankful that I put it as a resolution. I'm thankful I completed it. But I regret the fact that every time I was playing it, I felt like I had to play it because of this resolution. And I feel like that made me enjoy it less. Now, would I have ever played it had I not made it the resolution? Impossible to know. I'd like to think I would have, but I don't know. But I played this game. I looked back and I played it at least once every month. And it's like a 16-hour game, and it still took me all 11 and a half months to beat this game. And I don't know why. It's a fine game. It just wasn't what I wanted to play. It didn't do the trick for me.
Ben's challenge has to play one of the best games ever made. Oh, it's awful.
I don't think Mass Effect, I will say this, despite my experience and feeling pressured, I don't think Mass Effect 1 is anywhere near one of the greatest games ever made. I think a lot of people who think that Mass Effect as a series is great will tell you that Mass Effect 1 is dog shit compared to Mass Effect 2. And maybe that's true, maybe it's not. Yeah, everybody's opinions can vary, but everybody I've talked to about this is like, oh, Mass Effect 1's not that good. That's Mass Effect 2 that's better.
They're saying that because of Mass Effect 2 was out. Not like that's what I'm saying is like that's the blueprint. So it probably is the best in the series because none of it would have happened if it wasn't for that. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, true. So we all completed our first challenges. Dave, back to you. Your second resolution was to build your physical collection. And you put a stipulation on this, which was that you would buy at least 5 games on GameCube and Switch that you wanted to play, not just dollar store pickups, whatever. 5 games on GameCube and Switch.
Like cumulatively.
Our official record keeper, Poot, wrote down this verbatim: build a physical collection, parenthesis, 5 games on GameCube and Switch that he wants to play, in parenthesis. So
total 10.
Uh-oh.
I think it just says 5 games on GameCube and Switch.
So
I think you just said GameCube and Switch. That's all.
I said the resolution, so I'm going to tell you how I interpreted it. I wanted to build my physical game collection. I've done that. So I have all the games I purchased this year sitting right beside me, and I shattered my resolution. So we have Echoes of Wisdom on Switch. We have Lost Planet. I just picked this up the other week.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to talking about that. Batman Arkham City, the entire Gears of War franchise, Borderlands 1 and 2, Assassin's Creed 3 and 2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, weird pack-in with Forza Motorsport 2. Yeah, that's a odd one. And it only has Ultimate Alliance in it.
That's cool. Yeah.
And then with the GameCube stuff, so I have other GameCube games, but I bought them late last year, so I'm not going to include those ones. But this year, I got Resident Evil, the remake, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. This is a rare one. Resident Evil 4, and I think there was another game I'm missing. But in any case, I definitely beat or achieved this resolution. I also bought an Xbox 360e, so I could continue to play old games and not have to subscribe to anything. So yeah, I'm very happy in the direction I've gone from a preservation standpoint. I was kind of a digital guy for a really long time. Not that I was pro digital, I was just kind of lazy and cheap. And now that, we've gotten further into what gaming is becoming, I found myself yearning for being able to own a physical copy of a game. And I mentioned this earlier this year when I started buying this stuff. It's not only that, but it's I missed these cool things, these full color instruction manuals that you used to get in video games, and then have all these cool little, like, not just how to play the games and controls and stuff, but like lore and stuff. There's a lot you can get out of these. So yeah, I had a good year game collecting wise, and I hope to continue that next year. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of what I accomplished this year in that respect.
Now, Dave, I interpreted your resolution to mean 5 games total. But what the nitpicky part is, I think you said between GameCube and Switch. Did you do that? 5 games between GameCube and Switch total?
Yes, because
okay.
The one I left out,
Luigi's
Soul
Mansion.
Calibur 2, that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be 4 games on GameCube and then 1 game on Switch, which is Echoes of Wisdom. So,
alrighty.
If we're gonna split hairs, but
listen, if I don't do it, the audience is going to.
Yeah, a lot more than 5 games.
The Reddit's going to go crazy if we don't comment on this.
And the really nice thing about kind of leaning into the Xbox 360 stuff is every game on Xbox 360 is $10 right now.
Yeah,
like all of them. They're $10. So yeah, it's cheap. And I'm not buying this stuff I'm not buying things that are going to go up in price. Right. I know with the GameCube stuff, some of it might, but it's more stuff that I want to have so I can play at some point.
Yeah.
And be able to play whenever I want and not have to re-up a subscription to play it. Yeah. But yeah, so pretty proud of that.
That's the way to do it, man.
Yes, sir.
Brandon, this one was looking iffy some months, and I'm going to bring up a story, but I think you redeemed yourself. Stream, specifically on Twitch, 3 times a month for the entire year. So that's 36 times a year divided equally by 12 months. Wow. Now, Brandon, you didn't put any stipulations on this for how long.
Correct.
Which is a mistake I will never let you make again. But there was one time when you only streamed twice in a month, plus another night where you streamed for 20 minutes because you wanted to get to the bar with your buddies.
Dude, okay. With you, fucker.
I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there?
No.
Were you trying to sabotage his resolution with
I wasn't there.
Delicious beer?
So I will say, I'll forgive you because we didn't put stipulations on it, but my eye's on you. Okay.
Oh my God.
Now tell me about your journey. You had kind of an up and down year with the streaming thing.
Yeah. It was an interesting year. I first want to just read off some of my Twitch recap, just because I feel like it is a little bit interesting to kind of get the bigger picture here. So I'm wondering if the Twitch recap was a couple weeks ago. And since then I've streamed like 30 or 40 hours. So I think these are old numbers. Like literally in the past week, I without doubt have streamed more than 30 hours. But this was towards the beginning of the year. It says hours streamed 102, total streams 60, distinct days streamed 50, total hours watched 126. So that's not too bad. The most viewers I had was 15, and I think that was when I got a raid, which was pretty cool. So yeah, it was good, boys. Kind of starting off small. Kind of feel like I've gotten more confident with it throughout the years. Throughout the months, I mean. There was like a lull in between where like for 3 or 4 months I was doing it like the 3 last days every single month. Yeah. Towards the beginning of the year, I started off really, really strong. Started off early, did way more than 3 a lot of the months. And then that's the way life goes. So that's kind of why I wanted to keep it vague. just to kind of ensure that nothing came up that would prohibit me from not at least completing it by a technicality. So it's been good. This year, I really want to reach affiliate. I'm pretty close to meeting all the metrics at this point. So, Ben, I got to talk to you. I want to need some help with the layout and shit. Just real simple shit. But I'll buy us dinner or something if you want to help me out.
Hey man, I've been telling you for 18 months that I'd come over and help you out. So I'll take a free dinner out of it. Don't get me wrong.
I'll let you know. I'd already planned on getting you the dinner. So
all right.
But yeah, so I want to get some like very basic graphics going. I want to set up my profile and stuff, make it look a little bit more al dente. Right now, I'm kind of like really, really basic. So it'd be nice that when people go to my like about me, it actually looks like a channel and not like nothing. So yeah, it's been fun, and I do think I have the potential to reach affiliate this year. So yeah, even in streaming more consistently for the past week, I feel like I've reached metrics that have taken me months to reach. So that's kind of encouraging. But yeah, it's been an interesting journey. I've learned a lot, weirdly, about myself and about just kind of interacting with chat and stuff, because it's not natural, I would say, at least not for me. So it was something I kind of had to work at, but
nice.
It's good. It's good.
Cool.
Yeah, I absolutely did it though. I did it. Sorry, boys. I did it.
Yep. If you hadn't gone so strong in December, I would have pulled out that technicality on you. I would have done it. But you finished strong. My second one was to say no to multiplayer and co-op when he doesn't want to, is what Pooh wrote down. I definitely did this. I've had lots of requests, specifically. So here's the thing about this. More in the beginning of the year, I had more requests to play when I didn't feel like it. And specifically, this was meant for like when I didn't want to play with someone who was asking me to play, because I used to get lots of requests. And not that they weren't like friends or whatever, but it was just like, especially when I was really going hard in Sea of Thieves, it's like I'd get requests all the time to sail with people. And pretty much every night I was getting requests. And I'd say yes a lot, even if I didn't really want to, just because like it was an opportunity. I did like the game, but like I wasn't feeling it as much as I wanted to. And I was taking time away from other games. Not to say that I haven't played a lot of multiplayer and everything this year, this year. But specifically, I also, even when I do want to play with someone, I've been more intentional about saying no to games I don't want to play. Not just that wasn't part of the resolution, but not just not playing with someone I don't want to, or at a time I don't want to, but also not playing, even if I'm going to play with someone, being okay with just being like, no, I don't want to play that. Let's just hang out and talk and play our games separately. So I definitely nailed this one. The funny thing about telling people no enough when you don't feel like it is that eventually they quit asking. So I've got a lot of people that I used to sail with like on Sea of Thieves regularly who just haven't. And the couple times I've asked them, they've been like, oh, I've already got a different crew set up. And it's like, that's fine. You know, obviously I don't expect you to sit around waiting for me for months or something, but there are ramifications as well. But it's okay, because if you look at my my year in review all across, I think Steam and Xbox, because I play Sea of Thieves on Steam, but it captures it on Xbox, you see like the Sea of Thieves category from the beginning of the year, like way up here. And then towards the end of the year, it just totally peters out into like the last, I don't know, month. I've probably played once or twice, which is very, very different than previous years for me. So definitely hit this one. And the times I've played multiplayer the times I've played multiplayer this year and the games I've played have been with people at times on games that I've wanted to. And I've not felt, overly pressured or anything to do so. So that's my second one. A little vague, I know, but I did it. Dave, your third resolution was to play more games with your wife. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so this one was a bit vague in that it didn't really specify like how many hours or how many different games or what. But the point of it is I just kind of wanted to try, the point wasn't to get my wife into hardcore gaming and get her to buy her own PS5 or anything like that. It was just more to be able to kind of enjoy the hobby more with her. And I'm just gonna say it. I think this is gonna be our first L of the resolutions, boys, because I'm comfortable in saying that I hit this one, because my wife and I this year, I think we only played what's the cooking game called? Overcooked. Like
Did
once
you play
or
that
twice.
that bomb defusing game though?
And we played that once with friends, but we never really played it again. And I kept thinking of games I wanted to buy that we could play together. And I didn't really buy any new games, like specifically for us. And so I think about this resolution and I'm like, I just don't feel like I put enough effort into this one. And yeah, I'm gonna take the L on this one. Unfortunately, I don't know if the jury has any mercy on me, but maybe I should have made it a little bit more specific, and then if it was more specific, then I would have pushed myself a little bit more to kind of play. But we did play more board games this year. I don't think this should count or anything, but we bought Scrabble and we played that quite a bit, and we just bought chess the other day, and my wife really wants to learn how to play chess, so we are like doing other things. But yeah, I don't think the gaming really I don't think I put as much effort into it as I thought I would when I set the resolution. So I am at the mercy of you two.
Well, here's my question, Dave. Is it just, does the resolution say play more than before, or what is? Read it again for me, Ben. Read it.
Our official scribe, which I'm happy he took this upon himself to do this because I didn't. He wrote down the exact words, quote, "Play more with wife," end quote.
So I'm not saying whether we should or should not show mercy, but what I'm saying is that, would you say quantifiably, if you had to quantify the amount of hours played, even if it's 1 hour this year, as opposed to another year previous, would you say it's more than the previous year?
Yeah, because in previous to this year, I think we played twice. And then this year we played like 3 or 4 times. If we want to count Uno on Switch, that might counts. Be a little tricky. If it counts, then I'm actually not sure. I think I don't know. Dude. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, Dave.
Yeah.
I think because you technically nailed it, according to your account here, I'm not going to say you failed.
Okay.
But I will say this, Dave.
What?
Within yourself, think about it. Did you pass this by the letter of the law or the spirit of the law? And then you can make that decision. Right?
I passed it by the letter of the law, and if you got it, but not by the spirit. That's what I'm saying. Is inside, I don't feel like I really did what I set out to do. And if I need to play Fortnite as a result, maybe I'll get my wife to play Fortnite with me. I don't know. It's up to you guys, but yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. If you would have been like, I didn't technically do it, but I did it. Like I didn't do what I wanted to do, but I achieved some success. I would have been like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll accept it. But since you started the conversation off with, I failed this one, I feel like I have to say you failed.
I don't know, dude. I feel like it should be up to Dave, honestly. I'm going to say...
That's kind of where I was at until he said for the second time that it was up to us.
So what I'm going to say is that Ben's going to say he failed. I'm going to give grace because I skimped a little bit on mine, which leaves the last vote up to Davey Wavy to decide in his heart of hearts, because I was willing to skimp. I don't care if anybody shames me. Yes, I streamed for 20 minutes. Yes, by the not the spirit, by the law, I did get it. And I will take that every fucking time. I don't care. Call me whatever you want. I'm a man of technicalities, and technically I did the motherfucking thing, and I don't feel any sort of way about it. But if it's going to keep you up at night, Dave. But if it's not, and you're just
having to get top 5 in Fortnite multiple times is what's going to keep me up at night. So
I don't think.
I think of the two, you should do the 25. It would be way easier
and take you less time.
And how XP works, like, I don't know, if you played one match a night for like a couple weeks, you could probably get it.
Is the battle pass free?
Yeah. Well, there's a paid one, but you can still advance in it.
Yeah, but you can get to level 25 for free.
Yep, I'll do it.
I'm comfortable with whatever your decision is, Dave. So
yeah, I'll take the punishment. I'm going to be honest here, and I'm trying to set an example for everyone.
Wow, how noble! Truly a Canadian man on this podcast.
You know what?
The American says, "Fuck your law." I'm not being punished, and the Canadian says, "I'm going to fall on my sword."
I kept looking at Mario Golf, and I was like, my wife and I would have so much fun with that on Switch, and I kept thinking of buying it, and I just kept putting it off, and here we are. So I think that's the one that really kind of gets me, is like I had a game in mind where I'm like, this would be fun for us to do together, and I just didn't. So yeah, I'm going to take the punishment, and I'm going to play Fortnite to level 25 of the Battle Pass, the free Battle Pass.
Wow.
I will point out it specifically in the official Scribes notes says play Fortnite BR. So we must have had a conversation that it couldn't just be like
Lego
or something. It has to be Fortnite BR until level 25.
Fuck your Scribe.
I'll play with you, Dave.
Yeah, I'll play together.
OG's on. OG. Season 1.
Except after this week, I don't have to stick to my rule of not playing games I don't want to play anymore. So
sorry. So if it says BR, can I play no build?
Yeah.
Yes,
of course.
Okay, that counts.
That's still BR.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna end up loving Fortnite, aren't I?
It's actually great.
Start a podcast about Fortnite.
Wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
It is. If anybody's ever thought of that.
It is actually a great game.
Brandon.
Yes.
Your third resolution for the year was to 100% a game on Steam. That means all achievements. And you put a stipulation on it that the game had to be longer than 5 hours according to how long to beat.
Let's go, baby. All resolutions checked. Look at the Steam, peep the achievements. I 100%ed the game Man-Eater on Steam. This will be the third time I've 100%ed this game. I platinumed it on PS4. I platinumed it on PS5. And I went a step further, boys, just for the boys. Not because I had to do it, but I actually did have to do it. On Steam, I didn't realize, so I bought the vanilla version of the game, and Steam doesn't separate the trophies for all games. Or maybe none of the games for the DLC. So I had to buy the DLC as well and 100% the DLC. So after 15.5 hours of gameplay, I 100%ed Man-Eater in the DLC. And that's in the bag, boys. That's in the bag. What I will say, Man-Eater was just as enjoyable as ever. It was a pleasure to play on PC. The game looks good and runs good on PS5, but looks better and runs better on PC. What I will say, in addition to me playing the vanilla, I did play the DLC as mentioned, and the DLC kind of ruined the game for me. I'm going to be honest with you, especially having played the DLC after playing the vanilla and having that good experience. The DLC is like, hey, all of the annoying parts of the game, we're going to make that the entire game now. Like everything annoying about the game is the DLC. So yeah, that kind of tainted the experience a little bit for me, but nonetheless, I mean, it didn't take too much time. It took about the amount of time you could play Mass Effect in, but yeah, it was good, boys, and I did it. I can't believe I set out these hard challenges and I actually followed through. I'm proud of myself, and I never ever say that, but I genuinely did not think I was going to make the majority of these. I last played in January. So literally out the gate, January 15th was the last time I played Man-Eater. Out the gate, I completed one as fast as I could. And I honestly did not think I was going to get the other two. So
I remember in January, you were like, man, I should probably just play Red Dead 2 or GTA, but I just can't. I just want to play Man-Eater. And it ended up being, the finalization to one of your resolutions. So
no, dude.
Yeah.
Did it up.
All right. And my third resolution was to play more with kids, is what was written down. I remember talking about this, and I got to say, first of all, I did it. I succeeded. I definitely played more, not only by the letter of the law, but by the spirit of the law. I played a lot more with my kids. Fortnite Lego really saved me on this one because Fortnite Lego came out like probably right around the time we made these resolutions. And I'm trying to figure out, I don't even know if there's a way for me to calculate it, but dozens and dozens and dozens of hours of Fortnite Lego with the kids, especially early on in the year. And then as the year has gone on, a lot of Mario Party, a lot of Pokemon Stadium, a lot of old school N64 games as well, played with them. So I don't know that I have like a number, but I know that I've played not only a little bit more than last year, but a lot more than last year than I did with the kids. And here's the thing. Remember how I said earlier that when you tell people no enough about playing games with them, the less they ask? The thing about kids is the more you play with them, the more they ask. So that's fine. That's good. That's good for me to have to, to have to actually tell them no, to have to force myself to tell them no makes me realize how often I tell them no. So it made me say yes more often. So I definitely think I could have played more with them, even more, but I definitely think I exceeded far and above what I set out to do, playing more with the kids. So it was good though. I'm really tired of Fortnite Lego. Actually, I don't think we played that for a few months now. But fortunately / unfortunately, they're both like really into single player stuff right now. So the only real games we've played like as a family have been, N64 games for the last few months at least.
Have they played Stellar Blade yet?
Neither one of them have checked out Stellar Blade yet, believe it or not.
I have it physically if you want to borrow it.
I do actually want to borrow it, but not for them. It is
for me.
It is funny because I don't know that I count this or anything, but I've spent a lot of time playing games with them, or watching them play games rather than actually playing with them as well, which has been good, especially with Egan, who wants to play like more, harder story games, being able there to like coach them or like make fun of them for doing the wrong thing or something. That's been good too. So yeah, nailed it. So Dave, you're the only failure. And even that was by your own admission. So congrats.
Yeah.
Well, you were the one with integrity here. There might have been somebody, maybe there was somebody else who barely skated by.
Let's go, baby.
Who had no integrity. But you weren't that person,
It's your boy.
But look at Brandon. Like even if he didn't get by, look at the habit he's created and the goal he's got for next year potentially, which is to become an affiliate. So it works. He did it. Good job.
Yeah. I give it till the end of January. Till he's affiliate. No, till he's affiliate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
If he actually has that, like getting affiliate, if you have that as a goal in mind, I feel like is pretty attainable. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it's like, if that's your goal, it's it's attainable.
Yeah, I have most of the metrics. So
yeah, nice, cool. Well, that's our resolutions. That's our resolutions. I'm not going to talk. We thought this would be like a half an hour show. It's an hour show. It's pretty good. That's pretty great. We'll talk about. I think the next show will be live. We haven't really discussed when or anything yet, but we'll talk about what we've been playing then, and probably talk about our new resolutions for next year as well, because there'll probably not be very much news. So we'll see how she goes. But I think that's it for the night.
That's it.
Appreciate it. Don't forget to support us on Patreon if you want to, over at patreon.com/handsomephantom for as little as $1 a month. We appreciate you. And more than that, we really just wanted to hang out with you over at our Discord at handsomephantom.com/Discord. It really makes us happy when somebody signs up for the Patreon, but honestly, somebody who signs up for the Discord and is wanting to converse with us, I'd say just as happy, or if not more. Now, that doesn't mean the people who are active in the Discord should drop their patronage, because that would make us sad. But if you got to choose one or the other, your time or your money, we'll take your time. We'll take your time every day. All right. I think that's it, boys.
That's it.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to y'all. Enjoy. Drink responsibly.
That's right. Even though it's already done by the time they hear this. Well, I guess that's just a good PSA for always.
Tip your waitresses and wait staff.
Goodbye, everybody.